And we are live. Okay. Hello, my lovely friends. It's Margaret, and we are doing the final write-in of my virtual writing retreat. This has been a fun test run. It won't be the last virtual writing retreat, but I am joined by these lovely people. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves, and I know you're not, I think I saw you weren't doing booktube anymore, Jenna, but you still do teacher stuff. Okay, so if you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about your channel, I'm going to assume if people are here, they know who I am.
Well, just in case, that's Margaret.
Yeah, I talk about books and writing, and Christine has probably just commented first, hasn't she? Yes, she has.
Oh, I should open it up. That's right. What am I doing?
Okay. All right. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to real quick post that we're live on Twitter because that does help. All right, Rebecca, since you have been on my channel before, I'm going to volunteer you to introduce yourself first.
Perfect. I'm Rebecca, like she said. My channel name is The Tea Hags. I started it with my best friend, Sarah. It's been mostly my videos lately because, like, with the whole virus thing, we haven't really been meeting up as much. So hopefully we'll be able to do a video soon. I'm generally drinking on my channel. And if Sarah and I are together, we're definitely drinking and just being all around very obnoxious. But yeah, we try to have fun with
the boxed wine.
Yeah, we each have a box of wine because I like white and she likes red. So we need our own separate boxes. Our whole shtick was like, let's have a tea party. That's how I pitched it to her. And I was like, I want to do booktube. I want it to look like a tea party, but instead of tea in the little teacups, we'll have wine. And that's how it started.
So is that what you have in your cup right now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Not a teacup because they're too small. They don't hold enough wine. It's like they weren't made for it or something. Bull crap.
I have a glass that holds the whole bottle.
I can't do a bottle, honestly. I'll die.
Wow.
Or yarf. I'd probably just yarf, but I don't want to do that. So
yeah, this is my size tea, so
you're gonna have to pee like 4 times during this.
Maybe twice. We're only doing a 2-hour live show.
That's fair.
I can totally relate.
All right. By the way, I do have both of these lovely people linked in the description box, so make sure that you check out their channel. Jenna, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Jenna. I started booktube like 2 years ago, and it just kind of like fizzled out for me in December. And then when all this happened, I was like, oh, yay, time for booktube. But once again, it just didn't it's just not connecting with me the way that I would hope it would. And that's like A-okay. And at the same time, in my professional life, a lot of these opportunities are kind of like bubbling up out of nowhere. Like I'm helping a local author. She wrote this book, and that's so sweet. It's called Casey and the Keep Well Kids Club. And she wrote these as like her friends when she was going through trauma. That she talks very openly about. It's amazing. And the book is basically like, I say that, but the book is like, wash your hands. And it tells the story of a king who, practiced the bad keys to health. And even though he had all the money, he was really unhappy. But a lot of my writing has been that technical side of it right now. And so my channel is like basically just kind of turning into my brainstorm cloud where I will throw up a video about I'll be either working on a project or it's like I made a free e-course when all this started. Because like I've been in ed tech for like 6 years. I actually used to work for my county office. And then it just wasn't what I wanted. And so I went back to the classroom. And so now a lot of the reading and writing I do is consumed by that amazing profession, which I'm really excited about.
Neat.
Nice. I have one of my best friends is a teacher. She teaches in Texas. So slightly concerned for her considering they're going back to school and Texas is one of the hot spots. I'm just like, okay.
I know. We've got a digital training at the end of July and then we're opening school in August. It's like, if it's not safe in July, what do you see changing in a few weeks?
Nothing.
Nothing. And Italy's already back to normal. France is basically back to normal.
I know.
And Canada's fine now. I'm just like, we have to be the exception of.
We are the girl of the party, right?
We're leading the world in worst way to react to this thing. That's what we're doing. We have to be the best at being the worst. I'm sorry. I swear I love my country.
I don't.
But I'm
It's all right.
so frustrated by it.
No, I totally agree. And I can't remember which founding father, it might have been Benjamin Franklin, that said that dissent is the purest form of patriotism. It's the idea that you love your country enough to stand up and say we're better than this.
Yeah, well, you think about it, if you're talking with friends, you're going to call a friend out if they're wrong. But that's enough political stuff, because every time I start talking political, I lose like 3 followers.
I feel that way about teaching. I'm like, don't get me started about it, because nobody wants to listen to me go on for 7 hours.
Well, you only have 2 today, so. So Jenna told us what she was working on. Rebecca, what are you working on? I saw a little teaser about what you're working on. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because you tweeted about it.
Oh, my shitty vampire novel? Oh, I swore. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to on your channel, I know.
My friends know not to let their kids watch the live show when I have people on. I have warned them.
I'm trying to finish what I guess is the second draft. Or do you ever like have trouble keeping track of what draft you're on? Because it's just like I kind of edit as I go, which I know is like iffy, but whatever. It's like kind of the second draft of NaNoWriMo 2 years ago, I guess. But it's like a fun, comedic vampire novel about vampires at like a Comic-Con like convention. I really like video games, and I want more like gaming in books, so like that's kind of where that stemmed from.
Nice.
Christine. I just saw her.
Oh, shut up! Stop bragging, you Canadian.
But anyway, I want to finish it by August.
I was gonna move in with Christine, but now she's getting a cat.
Are you allergic to cats?
Oh God, they almost killed me once.
Mm.
Like literally hospitalized me. Actually twice, but that's a whole different story. It's the worst. I hate it. But I'm not gonna cry on mine. All right, keep going, Rebecca.
I think I'm done. I don't know.
Okay. My current project is also from NaNoWriMo 2 years ago. Yeah, but I can live with the golden and not die. Just be miserable, and I'd put up with the misery for you, Christine. This is what Christine said, that I'm allergic to her golden. I would. Number one, it's Briar, so I would put up with Briar because it's Briar. But, anyways, so I also started this NaNoWriMo 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it might have been 3 for me too. I'm not sure.
It was a while ago. It's a novel that started out as a fanfic. That
Nice.
I was mad about how a trilogy ended. I'm not
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Margaret had this exact discussion the last time I did.
Yeah. Let's just say I will never trust that author again, ever again. And I'm sorry to the people who like her, but if you are going to kill off the main character, I can't do your books anymore. I say that, and I still read Brandon Sanderson, but like he did that in like the 3rd or 4th book that I read, so I was already in love with him. Like I can't divorce him now because we're already like mentally married.
Margaret, by the way, I'm so glad you have that same problem because I'm like you, or if you kill off the main character or the love interest, you've ruined the entire thing. Like it's done. I want to throw it out.
Or love interest. I'm done. I'm done. Like
yeah.
I made the exception for like historical fiction and sometimes like mystery thrillers because like I'm going into those for different reasons. But
there's been occasions where I'm like, this felt narratively proper, but most of the time, like
right now, the exceptions are A Wounded Name, which is written by my friend who I love. And so even if I hated her book, I would still love her book because I love her that much. Yeah. She wrote a really good book, and so I love her book. And The Fault in Our Stars, because I knew going into it what was going to happen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyways, so basically I spite wrote an entire fanfic that has never seen anything outside of my computer, but I like the idea of cloning the main character and then forcing the love interest to deal with her so much that I went and transported it into a Avatar meets Star Wars kind of meets Naruto place.
Very nice.
God, I want to hear that query letter when you bitch it like that.
So
if Harry Potter was now, it would be like Harry Potter because it's basically she was cloned from the Chosen One. So
interesting.
Yeah,
so I'm actually going to work on I'm actually working on a novel during this 2 hours. I was like, okay, Jenna, actually sit down and actually work on something you want.
Let's have some fun.
not that I'm not having a great time. I love this time of the year where it's like I'm working probably 16 hours a day, just really like, having conversations. It's really a satisfying time during the year, especially when you're on your couch and you can just like take a quick nap in between. I've tried to write this story for a few years, and the basics of it is like, what happens when society falls apart and the people that you've considered your enemies forever, you now have to actually live with and you have to rely on.
Interesting. That sounds like, I kind of like those stories where you've got two people that are on opposite sides and they have to like learn to work together, and then
For the bigger bad.
I mean, usually, and this is what gets me, especially if it's a romance, they find out they have more in common than they thought.
Yeah, especially like when it's like the society falls apart. It's not so much like you're on that side and I'm on this side. It's every social pressure that was keeping us apart and was like lying to both of us to keep us so the society is like highly stratified. It was stratified. So the title of the book is Stratum, because it's all, the stratum is the system. And I kind of like have act one figured out, and I kind of know what everyone's doing, but I'm gonna try to, but I've like at a point where I've been so blocked for so long now that I'm just gonna skip ahead to like, I'm just gonna like jump cut to something else and try to figure out what to do in between.
I don't know how people write like that. I'm the biggest planner of like, what order.
I've never finished a book yet, so that might.
Save the Cat. I'm just going to tell everyone right now, you need to get Save the Cat writes a novel. It is fantastic. It works for planners, or for plotters and pantsers, because I know a lot of pantsers that will take Save the Cat and go in afterwards to kind of make sure that they've got all the beats that they need. It just always makes me excited to write. So
yeah, it's just I, especially for your first novel, I really recommend breaking down the beats, because what's like the saying, you can't break the rules until you know the rules, and I feel like you need to know the rules of the beats before you can decide what to do with them, I guess. So the middle part is so hard. Everyone always talks about that.
Everyone has to rewrite the middle. I literally everyone, I'm pretty sure.
I know. I'm like pulling my hair out because I did this draft and it was too short, and that is the first time that has ever happened to me. So I'm adding stuff, which is so hard. I highly recommend dumping everything into your first draft, even if it feels like it's going to be too long. Throw it in there.
Well, it's funny because there's always like people are talking about there's two types of writers. There are two types of writers when it comes to first drafts. There are writers that end up having to add in their next draft, and there are writers that end up having to cut. I'm usually the first kind.
I'm usually the second kind. Yeah.
Okay, let me pull my timer up. We're going to start with a 15-minute sprint at 7:15.
Okay.
Why? My clock is ahead. That's annoying, but I can go by my laptop clock. So I don't know. I have absolutely no idea where you are, Rebecca. You've never told me your address. And maybe
my address is no.
Time to do.
Just put it on the screen.
I'll come visit you when Corona's over.
Yeah, I'm in Massachusetts. We're doing pretty good, actually.
Maybe I'll just move up there then.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I'm in California, way on the other side. Hello. I live in a really rural area. We're very tiny, and we are pretty impacted right now.
Ooh, fun. All right, it is 7:15, so I am starting the timer now.
Let's go.
Oh, God. And we are back. Leah's here! And Max!
Hello, Leah.
So I'm so happy. I have friends now. I mean, Christine was here, but now I have more friends. I'm the weirdest introvert ever, I know. Anyways, so if you are here and you have gotten any words done, I know, I went and I tried to unmute myself through the YouTube. I was like, this isn't going to work.
I unmuted myself like here, but I had also muted like my mic because I can hear myself through it.
Yeah.
Not cute.
No, that doesn't sound, I don't like listening to my own voice either. I say, despite having a BookTube channel.
I'm pretty used to it now, but because I also edit a podcast that I do with my husband, so it's like I hear this bitch all day, you know.
Okay.
That means you know her well, my friend.
I do. She's all right.
That's funny. All right. So how did we do? I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. Actually, no, we'll just go again at 7:35.
Oh, damn.
Yes,
Okay.
writing is always better with friends, even when sometimes they distract you, as we were doing in the Discord.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, your cat wasn't helping.
I'm sorry. He's so cute. He's not here right now, though. I'm sorry. All right, I would show you him.
Okay. I feel this in my soul, Max. I had a boss that liked to burst into my office at my last job. Every time I jumped. Every time. He's like, what are you doing? That makes you so jumpy. I'm like, you literally burst in the door. And it didn't help that our door stuck, so it wasn't entirely his fault.
Oh.
Anyways, how did we do if we were writing, for those of us that were writing?
Okay, I got 417.
417. I got 211.
Nice.
And I'm almost to the part of the book that I've been waiting. Not the part of the book. The part of the chapter that I've been waiting for.
Nice. I'm right in the middle with 360, and I just kind of started, and we are where we are, and we shall see what happens next.
That's a good way to go. Christine outlined. Nice.
Ooh.
I do have to say that Rebecca's cat is pretty cute.
He's so cute. Really adorable.
Oh, Leah got 100 words, so that's
in 10 minutes.
better than 0 words, Leah. It's better than 0.
Always.
Excuse me. I also was trying to eat my dinner while writing, so
at some point I'm going to be eating cookies while writing, so that's fine.
Yeah, the cookies are downstairs, and I don't want to go downstairs, but I kept waiting for my mother to be done in the kitchen because she has decided to take up canning again. And so the kitchen wasn't free until 30 minutes before we started. So I was really quick fixing a burrito.
Ride or die moment. Do you use Ride or Die? Does anybody use that?
I was using it, but it's got a glitch now on my computer.
Oh, no. I used it back in my 2nd or 3rd Nano. I don't remember.
I love it. I love it so much. And I wish I could download it, but I cannot. And so now the internet version, I can either set the time or I can set the word count. And I like having both. So
yeah.
Let me get my handy dandy timer ready. We're going to go for 25 minutes this time.
Woo-woo.
So we're gonna stretch it out a little bit. And that'll take us through our first hour.
Oh my God, Leah, you are so brave.
What the frack, Leah? No, that I like reward mode because it gives you confetti every time you hit a goal.
And research shows our brains love that little check mark, that little sticker, that little hit of dopamine. We dig it.
Yeah, my husband said he would take me away for the weekend if I finish this by August. So I have to.
Yeah. Or you have to convince him to take you away for the weekend anyways.
If I cry, I think I can't, but I won't do that.
It is 7:35.
Okay.
I am starting the timer and muting my mic so you guys don't have to listen to me sing along.
All right, see you soon.
All right. And we are back.
God.
Rebecca, what's that face for?
I have like 2 monitors now, like 8 million windows open, and I was like, where is it? And my music was so loud.
I completely forgot to turn my music back on. Whoops. Okay.
Whoa, you were in silence that whole time? Dang.
The whole time.
Nice.
All right. I got 578 words. How has everyone else done?
I was trying to figure it out, and I don't remember where I left off, but I also don't remember how many words I said the last time.
Neither do I.
Change.
What?
I think you said 4 and change.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right. I've written a total of 1,100 basically for tonight.
I have finished 458.
Nice.
458. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm at almost 800 for the night, which is great because this is
Done.
I've done more writing this weekend than I probably did in all the other stuff.
Yeah.
What is it? Like the last since March, at least since March.
That's good. Yeah, I definitely did more. Oh, Christine, that's how you do it.
Christine said she was crying over ships. I feel like that probably means she was just crying over Bucky. Just saying, if Christine's crying over a fictional character, it is probably Bucky Barnes.
I'm curious, like how many Twilight references is too much in this vampire novel?
None. I don't think so. It's like garlic, right?
Well, see, here's the thing about garlic. Garlic has 2 modes. It's either there's not enough garlic, or there is way too much garlic. Like when you got it to the point that it's spicy.
My body was broken without that lever, so it's like there's no such thing as too much garlic.
I agree. I feel that completely. I feel that in my soul.
My
heart burdened soul because it just ate a lot of garlic.
Yeah, I love garlic, but I did a special diet for a while trying to get my skin under control, and one of the things you make because you're not supposed to have any starches was mashed cauliflower as mashed potatoes, and I literally could not stand it, so I put so much garlic in it, like raw garlic, that it was spicy.
Oh man!
So
gotta make it work, man.
You gotta. Yeah, I don't do that diet anymore. It was too much work.
I'm not into it.
No.
I feel like I just can't not mention Twilight. Like, if you're a vampire and Twilight exists in the world, like, you're going to think about it sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like mocking Twilight in a vampire novel is a good look. I like it.
It's like vaguely mocking. Yeah, it's not vague. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said.
Your agent class
reference, right?
Huh?
I said it depends on which reference, right? Like,
yeah, I guess that's fair.
I don't really know.
Plus, your agent/editor can always say, like, hey, that's too much.
That's fair. I mean, it's hard to write about pop culture in general because it's hard to know, like, how much is too much. And, you know, it's hard. But
Max has a good... Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I don't care
Buffy?
about Interview with a Vampire. There we go. Buffy.
I know. Funnily, I've yet to mention Buffy, which is what got me into vampires in the first place.
Well, you don't need to mention Buffy. You just need to mention Spike.
I did love Spike before Joss Whedon ruined him and everything that he's ever created. But yeah.
I mean, they end up happy in the comics. Oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I understand that can be a no-go for people.
I actually had like kind of stopped watching at that point. So like Spike in my head, still great. It's fine.
Yeah.
I wish I had a sign that said clueless because y'all are speaking a language that I have absolutely no context for.
Spike was a great bad guy turned good and I love like bad guy turned good stories.
Oh yeah, I love TV.
Especially against his will, which like it was like Spike's whole deal was hysterical. The idea, like they put that microchip in him, and if he ever hurt anyone, it would like cause him agony. But then he found out he could beat up bad guys, so he was like, I just want to kick the crap out of people. So I guess I'm gonna kick the crap out of bad guys. Anyway, that was Spike's redemption. But anyway,
I get that. Okay, I can. I think I'm older than everybody here, so like I don't have the same like.
Girl, how old are you?
I am 40.
Oh, okay. I'm like 32.
You're not. I was gonna say I'm 32, so
we're like booktube too.
Inside, ladies, it's the mileage. You know, it's the mileage.
Anyway, bad writing ruins Spike later.
I just kind of forget that happens and remember season 7 Spike that went and got a soul for her.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds awesome.
Buffy's was 90 CD. It was. I watched it because my older sister, actually, she's 6 years older than me, and she would watch it, and I would just sit there and watch it with her. Not really understanding. But.
See, what you kids have to remember.
You know what, Christine? Shut up.
Christine is so young, and it disturbs me regularly because she's like 10 years younger than I am. I'm like, you are baby.
An infant.
Well, and you got to remember that, like, back in the day, like, I grew up so poor we didn't have cable. It wasn't something you just had. And now TV is like everywhere. You can get everything through so many different channels. But like in my childhood bedroom, I had an Atari and I had a black and white TV with 3 channels.
Oh my God.
I did have a knobby TV, which was fun. But
so like, yeah, it might have started in the 90s, but like it might have been.
I wasn't allowed to watch Buffy when it was airing, but my roommate got me into it because I don't know why, but I sat down and started watching season 7 with her because she was a huge Buffy fan. And so that's probably part of my love for Spike.
That's funny, yeah, because I started watching Buffy when Spike was new and Spike was still evil.
And then so we go back and like I had to go back and she made me rewatch the entire thing.
Oh my God, thank you for the Jenna Marbles reference up in there. Because I love Jenna Marbles. I do that all the time. I go, I'm a 32-year-old lady.
Max, you're younger than I am, you nerd. Max is like, I'm old. I'm like, you're 2 years younger than I am. Shut up.
It's fine. We just feel really old on BookTube, I think, because everyone's like 22.
Well, like I said,
okay, well, not everyone.
No,
like,
it's true. No,
the big 3 are all in their late 20s or 30s, so we're not like.
Yeah, and I have no problem being old. Like my credits
I'm fine
because I'm old. You know, there's a lot of benefits to being old. I give less of a crap about anything.
No, it's really great. I love being in my 30s.
All your young people references. So sometimes, like, there's like Jesse Reeds. Isn't that a dude?
Jesse the Reader.
Isn't that a dude?
Only my favorite BookTube channel to ever exist. But anyways.
Well, he's really nice. He posted something about. He replied to one of my comments with the word mood, and I had no freaking clue what that meant.
Oh.
Explain it to me. So when I'm like. Yeah, when I say like you all have to really explain this, I'm like, I mean it. Grandma needs some explanations.
See, I'm a nosy bench, so I just find out what everything needs because I read everyone's replies to the detriment of my sanity sometimes.
You know what I found helps? TikTok. I feel like I'm really up to date on the children because of TikTok.
It took me to like all of these communities that I just generally wasn't a part of. Not that I wasn't an ally or like super supportive, but it was like, I'm like this old second grade teacher. I don't have much to give to this human. Do you know what I mean?
It's hard. Teenagers still scare the crap out of me. They scared me when I was a teenager. They scare me so much now. There's nothing more terrifying than like a 13-year-old.
See, I taught them for a little bit at my church, so not as scared. All right, we are going again.
Oh, okay, writing. Minute. Sorry.
Yes. We're going to do another.
Got it.
Let's see. We're going to do a 30-minute sprint next. As soon as it hits 10. I'm not getting TikTok, Max. I refuse. All right, 8:10. Go for 30 minutes.
All right, see you on the other side.
See you on the other side. Ta-da, we're back. Sorry, Leah. I completely forgot to put the thing up that says when we're sprinting to. That's so bad. I'm a terrible person. Let me go figure out what my word count is. Anyways, how did everyone else do?
I definitely didn't write as much, but
Okay, let's see. I got 508 this time round.
oh dang, nice.
Listen, I am motivated because the love interest is in this scene, and so literally my goal is to just have the two regardless of depending on whose point of view, but to have the love interest in every chapter.
Those are always the easiest chapters to write when I have my protagonist and her love interest together. Fly through.
Mm-hmm.
I only did 344 words because I had mass interruptions. I had this dog right here that decided to loves and attentions, and then the other one came up, and then David just finished his podcast on movies and came down. So yeah, everyone interrupted me this time.
That's funny.
I got 460. My cat also did interrupt me.
Oh, I missed the cat interrupting.
I know, he wanted me to play fetch, and I wasn't playing with him enough. So.
You're Vader. Oh my God, Christine, you're right. This is Vader.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Christine. Okay, let's hold on. Let me see what people are saying in the comments. So I think that means we're done. Okay, Christine got to writing a first kiss scene.
Those are the best, Christine.
Yeah. I have written my first kiss scene for these two because I decided that their first kiss, which was at the end of the book, I was like, that's not early enough. I need it to be earlier because I got enough writing a book that they aren't even going to be able to kiss until towards the end of book 2. I'm just like, no. Let's see. Max got distracted by Twitter. Okay, Max.
I blocked Twitter on my computer. Legit, I'm not allowed to go on Twitter on my computer. I have 30 minutes in the app on my phone, and after that, it's shut down everywhere.
Wow. I have it off my phone completely. I got rid. Christine is making a Glee playlist. Ooh, I like that. I have it off my phone completely, and then I have this app called Screen Time, which I haven't turned on because I accidentally. It's annoying because if you don't close out Twitter, it continues to count those moments, even if you're not actually focusing on Twitter.
Oh, that's nice.
So if I had turned it on, I had to turn it off because if I had turned it on today, I wouldn't have been able to get on Twitter and post updates.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. But I have an hour on that app normally, and let me tell you, what you do on Twitter is very different when you're like, I have 1 hour.
Yeah, it's true.
So, yes, Christine, what's on your playlist? You have 2 minutes to tell us, and then we're gonna do one more sprint.
I love new writing music, so I'm mostly listening to the Child of Light soundtrack right now, which is a great soundtrack.
Nice. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I didn't.
Also,
Okay.
What We Do in the Shadows. I loved that show. I watched it recently. It was so good. And I'm like, I need this vampire content. And I listen to the soundtrack sometimes.
I need to watch that because it's Taika Waititi, and I love Taika Waititi.
Yes.
Have you seen the original movie?
Yes.
No, not yet.
Watch the movie first.
Okay, I will. All right,
so get you excited about it.
Nice. Okay. Not Christine. Leah got a few hundred words in despite being completely confused by me. Let's see. Christine has Beautiful by Gordon Lightfoot on the playlist.
Okay, looking it up.
Bizarre Love Triangle by New Order. Does that mean that there's a love triangle? She's got Beloved by Mumford and Sons. I like Mumford and Sons. I don't know what that means, Christine. One song that starts with a B and A, but not C yet because I'm not there yet.
Excuse me? Playlist with songs that are A, B, C, D, etc.
Okay.
I see.
Wait, I'm trying to get rid of this. Go away. There we go. Okay, it is 8:45, so we are going to sprint for 15 minutes.
Okay.
the
Good
last
luck, everybody.
Sprint of this virtual writing retreat.
This was fun. This is the first one of these things I'd ever done. So thanks.
Nice. We're glad to have you. All right, I'm muting.
Great. See you on the other side, friends.
And we are back. Yay. Okay, Christine is going on about doing things in alphabetical order, which I found out today that is a thing of hers. I love it. Also, I could never put my
the pet thing's funny.
It is. It's kind of funny. I could never put my songs in alphabetical order because if I'm going to organize them at all, it's going to be in the order of where they fit in the narrative. So.
Spotify automatically organizes them by date added, and I just kind of leave it like that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it too. All right, so
yeah.
Christine says the kiss has happened. Good for whoever is getting kissed.
Yay!
Good to know that I will not be complaining about there being no kissing in your book. How did everyone else do?
I only wrote. Go ahead, Jenna.
I had 403 words.
Ooh,
nice. I got to 380, which I don't even know where that puts me for the day, but well over 2,000.
Oh, dang.
I'm so happy. I've written like 3,000 words this weekend.
That's really exciting. I only wrote a few hundred this last sprint, but I finished 2 chapters this weekend. So thank you, Margaret. That's exciting.
That's good.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not that I wanted to do this. It was that I needed to do this. And so I did it.
No, let me know if you ever want more sprints in the future. I really want to finish this by August, this draft.
This was a lot of fun. I just did my word count for the whole sprint. It's close to 1,500 words. Like,
nice.
Thank you, my friends.
I'm so excited for actual Nano in November. Oh my god.
Oh my god. And I'm gonna be if I do things right. Oh, there's a crack in this cup. If I do things right, I will be starting a brand new project in November, and I haven't done that in like 5 years.
Right? I'm so excited. I really want to start something new. Yeah.
So, all right. Leah says she got her motivation, Mac. That's great. I did that on Friday.
You're so good. I really want to read your writing more. So.
All right. Yes. Christine's like, I can do Nano in November. Yes, because you'll be done with your master's thesis, right? Right, Christine? You'll be done?
Oh, that's so good when that's done. That moment where you're like, and send. And that thesis is never again something you have to ever think about. It's such a blessing.
I think my brother just did his, but I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is for physics majors because he's weird and crazy.
Wow, he's probably got some massive project.
So yeah, he did. He had to defend it, I think is what happened.
Oh.
And he's going for his PhD, so he's technically like he doesn't have to stop school. It's a mess. Anyways, so all right, so I think we did really well this weekend. Thank you to everyone who joined me. Make sure that you check out everyone's channels in the description below. You might find someone new to follow that you'll like. So,
not me, but someone else maybe.
Hey, that's Read with Cindy's tagline.
But Read with Cindy's good.
You're good too.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're entertaining at least.
Oh, thanks. That's all I struggle to be. Entertaining at least. TM. That's my tagline.
I don't know if I'm a good judge of what is good, but anyways, thank you everyone for joining me, and I will see you next time when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye.